that the most important is to connect to yourself, to listen what the body is telling you, because our body is talking to us. The body is saying so many things, and people just ignore it. And I don't think it's all right. And regarding the birds, it's not just regarding the birds, just to know that everything is possible. So how you set up your mind is also very important. And not just to listen to someone. You just need to know that this is like this. You just need to feel that this is like that. Because we follow so many rules just because the society is doing it and we don't even know why we are doing it.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm here with Tina, and she is doula. Birth doula. She's from Prague, from Czech Republic, so we might have some translation situations going on here, because she is also doing it in Czech Republic and somehow also partly guiding maybe some women in UAE, partly. But because many things are legally different in these two countries, so she has a lot of varied and mixed experience. And a disclaimer at the beginning is that nothing she is doing is not allowed or illegal, okay? In neither of the countries.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but the experience is combined from both of them. First of all, how you got into it, how you started, and what was the reason why you wanted to start doing. Is it like dueling, or can I say working as a doula?
Yes, working as a doula. Okay. So first, I would like to say thank you for inviting me. I was always wondering about birds and stuff around, because from my early age, like 12, 13 years old, I was taking care of kids, babies, like babysitting. So I always had some bond with the kids, and like I would like to work with them. And when I was pregnant, I started to study because I would like to be prepared for my birth. And because of so many stories, what I heard, what is happening in our hospitals in Czech Republic. So, and many women had really trauma from the birth and from the hospital, from the caregivers. So I didn't want that it happened to me. So I read a lot of books about hypnobirding, water birds. What it hypnobirding,
like under hypnosis? Hypnosis?
Yeah, it's like kind of meditation that you work with your breath and think. Mm-hmm. I'm not a hypnobirding specialist yet.
Okay.
Yet. So I cannot tell you much about it, but like, yes, I had a book about that. It's how you work, how you calm down, how you work with your breath, and some meditations, some visualizations that the bird is like easier and painless. So I studied that. I read a lot. I was in the Facebook group, which was about... Don't laugh.
No, I just, in Slovakia, we have this web page. It's called Modrý koník, which means blue horse.
Yeah, we have this.
You have the same, yeah. So that's like the worst source.
No.
Worst source of information, because it's just bored mummies, right? Yes. Sharing all the ideas.
Sometimes crazy. Yeah, we have the same. But no, it was like Facebook group, which was created by like specialists. And women were sharing that, which hospital, what happened in that hospital, what the birth is about, like all these information. So I was reading a lot of stories. What nowadays in that time was 2018. What's still happening in
Your
the
4-year-old daughter now, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct. Yeah, so it was 2018. So I was really surprised what's happening, because to me it was like 100 years before monkeys, honestly, really. And because if you compare countries in Europe, it's really huge difference in the birthing and all these things.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
So who's the best?
I think even in Slovakia it's worse than in Czech Republic.
That's very possible.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So, for example, in UK, I know that if the woman wants to have a birth at home, legally she can. She have a midwife, she has a doula in home, and in front of the building where she lives, there is an ambulance in case something goes wrong.
Okay, so the medical professionals
Yes.
are there
Yes.
as a backup.
Yes.
Just in case.
Yeah, like she has an ambulance front of the house and she have midwives at home and everything is fine, But in our country, in Czech Republic, sometimes it's happening that like really, really horrible things that the doctor is jumping on the belly to, still I read so many stories like this.
Like jumping on the bell, to push out?
Something crazy. I don't know what's happening. So I didn't want that to happen to me. So
yeah.
And also there is a legal group which is about what you as a patient has rights in the hospital, what you as a parent, which rights you have if your child is in the hospital, because in Czech Republic still this has there is a huge holes in the law in this, and the medical professionals, the staff in the hospitals are not really educated in this, or they just, I don't know if they know about this and they pretend they don't, or it's just easy for them to forget about these things, or I don't know. So I was reading a lot because I just wanted to know what's my rights, what I can do, how I can give a birth, what they are allowed to do it to me or not.
So just to make it clear, the rules and laws around it are way more open than the actual practice, correct? Like the people in the hospital should have behaved differently if they are behaving according to the law, but they're like doing it for...
Well, there is no law for how you can give a birth. Yes, the law it's about what you have, which rights you have as a patient, or which rights you have if your kid is in the hospital.
Okay, and these rights are like fairly free compared to what you experience, or it's like the medical staff is following these rules because the rules are so strict?
No, actually the medical staff is not following the rules. Okay. So there is, for example, if, I don't know, your baby is in the hospital, and normally in Czech Republic in 70%, let's say, they would tell you, no, you cannot be here. So like, no, I will stay with my child. I will sleep here. No, you are not. Some of the hospitals, they will treat you as a visitor, but you are not a visitor. You are a parent, and this is a different thing. Because you have right to stay continuously with your kids in the hospital.
Until what age? Do you know? No?
I would say 18, but...
Okay, no, but like small kids for sure, yeah?
But of course, if you are 15, you don't need your parent to be in the hospital because you are not really scared. I mean, like small kids, this is different. So, and they would say maybe, no, we don't have a free room for you. I don't care. I would sleep on the floor. I will bring a mat and I will sleep there, So this is the things. Or, for example, when you give a birth and you won't have like an ambulant delivery, that after a couple of hours, if everything is all right, you will go home. And they would try to scare you, or just that you will stay there, and they would treat you like by bad way, like telling you, if you will leave, your baby may die. But you cannot say this to a woman which just deliver a baby.
Of course.
It's impossible, because especially the hormones and everything, what's going on in her mind, in her body, this is not acceptable at all. So I was studying this, and I just wanted to know my rights, if they can keep me in the hospital, because this is how they present everything usually, that you have no rights and you just listen because you think they are doctors, they know what they are doing, and you believe them. But this is not true at all.
Yeah, but I think it's a big difference that they know what they are doing, and they might be knowing what they're doing, but it doesn't mean that they're doing it in your best interest.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
because it's way easier if you come there as a, little scared student.
And you will listen exactly what they saying, and you will do what they want, even if it's not good for you. Yes. Yeah.
Just to go back into how you got, when you were 13, 14, how you got into babysitting?
It starts because our family friend, she got a baby, and that time I was like 12, maybe 13. And she was busy. Somehow she needed to go work or something. And she just asked me if I can come over and stay for 2 hours. Was the first time when I babysit, and it starts, I think.
The career kicked off.
It's not like some big career that a huge babysitter, but I have experience. And also later on, I read a lot of book about the kids, how to treat them, how to understand them, because
how old was the baby when you came to babysit first time?
It's like few months.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, 6 maybe maximum, like small baby.
You probably had a good reputation when they let you, a 12-year-old to take care of a couple of months old baby.
Yeah, she trusted me, and it was like short time, 1 or 2 hours maximum. It wasn't like hot, and the baby was sleeping. So I was just like time to time just went there to check in the bed if he is sleeping, and if he was crying, I would just put the pacifier in his mouth, because that time I didn't know it's not good.
Okay.
The pacifier, but
it's not? You mean like the dummy, right?
Yes, I cannot say it's not good. It's my own opinion. Own opinion.
But we are here to know your opinions, right?
Yes, I'm a little bit alternative, so these things I think you're not with it.
I think you're not a little bit alternative, like full-on alternative, but it's fine. That's why we are here. Any standard guidelines, you can find it online, right? But this is something that is not really talked about, and many people can just find different aspects. Maybe they will not agree with everything, but they will just find some bits of what you're saying interesting. Yeah. So why not dummies?
Well, like naturally, is it fine to have some plastic or gum or what material it is in your mouth? Just to shut your mouth? Do you think is it all right? I cannot see it as for me personally.
When you say it like that, of course,
yeah, just
makes sense.
Why people put pacifier or dummies, or how you call it?
I always thought that it's supposed to represent the
breast.
The breast, right?
Yeah,
like the
nipples,
sucking.
The nipples, yeah. And this is another thing, because when a woman is breastfeeding, and actually it can damage the breastfeeding, the dummies, or the bottle with the dummies, because it's different kind of
suction.
Yes, and actually, because on the breast, the baby, he needs to really suck properly, but with the bottle or the dummy, is just something different, So,
it goes easier, you mean?
Yeah, the battle is it's going.
freely.
I think so. Yeah, and I don't know now. Maybe they make some special dummies. I don't know, but still, for me, it's and every lactation specialist will tell you the same. If you want to really breastfeed, it's not good to combine with this because it doesn't work together well.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Like there's so many little things, and because the pregnancy, right? It's so complex.
Yeah.
I would go like step by step as it starts, like where your journey starts. But before, what is the difference between midwife and doula?
Okay, midwife is a medical specialist which has a medical school. She is she do any medical. I just forget the word. She is doing any. Sorry. She's doing any intervention, checking, some test, whatever, as a doctor as well. But the doula is not medical specialist. The doula is just to support the woman and her man, husband, boyfriend, whatever it is, during the birth, preparing her for the birth. And doula is not allowed to do any medical stuff.
Any medical procedures?
No, not at all. No checkups, nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the big difference. The doula is just for the psychological support, preparing the birth plan.
Like a mentor.
Yeah? Yes, kind of. Yes, kind of. So this is the big difference.
When I look at it, and now this might not be correct, because I know midwife, is she working, are midwives working as well with the partner? With the husband?
Not really. The
So
midwives is usually it's a medical staff in the hospital. She works for the hospital, but doula is not working for the hospital. Or I never heard about that part of the hospital was a doula.
Okay.
Okay, doula is hired by the woman.
Yeah, so I just see the big difference there, because I'm pretty sure that, even on the labor room, or what they call it, delivery room. Oh, that sounds wrong. But delivery room.
Yes.
UPS.
Labor room.
So in the labor room, the husband is more like a burden for doctors and stuff, right? Many times, like he's like, oh shit. At least my brother, when he was there, he passed out, but we can get to that. But he was able to treat himself before he actually passed out and breathe through it. It was just a lot of factors going on. But like, he wasn't really feeling welcomed there for sure, But doula, she actually is making the partner
also
the part of it as well, right?
Yes,
because like doula can support the woman, but the woman will probably much more appreciate it if the support is from the partner, right?
Of course, because the most important in the birth is how the woman feels. She have to feel calm, safe. And who is the first person who can make this?
Her mom. No, I'm kidding. Of course.
well, like the doula also, but I think every woman will appreciate it from the man. I mean, there is a different kind of relation.
Or a partner.
Yeah, or the partner. I mean, there is a different kind, there is different cultures. They have different kind of relation, yes, between man and woman. But I mean, if you are really the couple that are connected and like working on all this sure for her, it will be better that the man will be the one who will support her, yeah. So I know some women, they told me when they start to have a contraction that they don't want to see the man or that the man touch them. But this is about how they make up in the mind, or I don't know, yeah. But of course, the doula is the one who is trying to support the woman, give her some comfort measures that she feel fine. But also she works with the partner, that this is the process during the pregnancy, that they talk together, what he can do during the labor, how he can support her, or but all the um, s- they make so many before all the statistics say that even the present of some person that the birthing woman knows, if it's some relatives or doula, just that someone is just there doing even nothing, it's much more helpful than there is no one and she's there
Okay.
alone, because it's work with your feelings and how you feel. So, and this is very important. This is like an animal in the nature. Yeah, there is some, I don't know, gazelle birding, and lion come. So because she's scared and she knows she need to run somewhere, the birding process stop.
Okay.
Yeah, automatically. This is by nature. So that she has time to run somewhere very safe and she can deliver. So this is the same with us. This is what's happening with most of the women, that she start to have a contractions, and once she come to the hospital, the birth stop. Yeah, this
Because
is,
of the stress.
yes, of course, because too much like people, they want some document signed, and they the way how they treat her, so she's scared and she's not relaxed, and then the birth stop, and then it's maybe slower or slower down, or just like it's a huge different. So it's really important how she feels, to make the atmosphere around, not too much people around. It's really this is the most important.
Well, yeah, it always starts with the environment, right?
Yes, of course, of course.
So how did it work for you? You were reading a lot.
Yes, I was reading a lot, and because I am as I am, so no, because all my life I know like my rights. I don't let anyone to. I don't want to speak, but I don't want someone will
Violate your
cheated
rights.
me
Okay.
or do something bad to me, and I think people can even feel it from me, that I don't let anyone. I know very well what I'm doing. So this was like easy for me, because I am not afraid to say what I need, or that I don't like that, or don't treat me like this, because most of the women, they don't have this. They are not I don't want to use like not enough strong, but
They're not the dominant, maybe.
yeah, like they are
yeah.
afraid, like, or maybe they don't even know the rights, or they let the people. Um, so I was just studying. I had my doula as well. And even if I am doula now and I will ever give a birth again, I would take doula again, because it's very important. So
How did you find your doula? Like at that time, did you know about the concept, or you found it in the book?
Yeah,
or?
this is also a good point, because even until now, not everyone knows what doula is.
Oh, that's why you're here.
Yes. Yeah. So, and women, they cannot really understand much how important it is to have a doula. It's really important in my eyes, because, as I said, the psychologics works really much. So yeah, so I found my doula online, because in Czech Republic there is some website or everywhere. Even here you just type doula or wherever you will find, but there is some community of doulas that you can search for near to your place. So I found some, I met her, and I like her, so we agreed that she will be my doula. So here it's working also. There is an Instagram or in website even. You can just type doula and it will show you so many. Maybe the hospitals could like more promote doulas to tell people, but until now they are not really happy about that. But
I see it a little bit of analogy when you don't see many doctors, even though some do. They don't recommend for treatment of, for example, chronic disease, training and trainers and coaches, because they have other ways or they think they have other ways to get there, right? And this is in that pregnancy delivery world, it's similar. Like they have maybe the midwives, but they might not see the actual value in doula because they don't have the experience with it.
Yeah. Well, most of the hospitals, they are doing some course for the couple, like to tell them some basic what the birth is about, what's happening. Even some of the doulas and midwife, they are having the courses. But when it's come to the hospital itself, some of the hospitals they have, but still there is. I never been in some course like that, but I know that in the hospitals, when you come there and say I am doula, the doctor will not be really happy because he is, afraid that you will interrupt between him and the woman, and so I think it's time to change that. The doctor will be more educated about what doula is, but still, they are doctors. So they study medical school and they learn what they're telling them. And how can I say? It's, for me, what I see and from my experience, it's sometimes the doctors are saying total bullshit. Yeah.
Okay.
Because they don't. It's difficult to say.
We'll get to do's and don't do's. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. Let's go back to.
Yeah, I want to. So, what was your experience?
Yes, my experience. So I was studying and preparing my birth plan, how I want it, what I want to do, and I chose. Honestly, I wanted to give a birth in my home. In a home in Czech Republic, like my father's home, because I was living here. My father.
You were already living in Dubai?
I was already living here, but I want to deliver in my country, stay there for a while, because of the environment, and I want to feel like home and some friends around and family around. So I wanted to give a birth at home. My father's house, but he wasn't really happy about, because he has this kind of weird and crazy imagination, like most of the people, about birth, what he saw in the TV. So he told me, "What? You will deliver in my house? I can see myself that blood on the wall, and they will call me, bring water, and I will be running all over the house like idiot with the water. No, I don't want this, This was the reaction. I was like, what blood on the wall? Like, are you kidding me? Which blood? No. And this is, but now it sounds funny, but this is actually how the birth is. It's presenting everywhere in the TV and everything. Like.
Yeah, well, he didn't made up the idea, right?
This is crazy. I was like, no, I need to feel peace. I want to be home. No, you're crazy. Okay, whatever. He told me, if I want, I need to ask some of my friends and deliver in some my friend's house, which was
that's a big request.
How you can come to someone and please, can I give a baby, give a birth in your house? Come on, like, no.
But the other thing is that, as with the hospital, just going to somebody else's house, it would be also stressful, right? It would be different environment. You know what I mean? Like, maybe not as the hospital, but also you don't feel that comfortable there, right?
Yeah. Like, still it's better, but yeah, of course. But you cannot even ask someone. I didn't even try, because
I think that could be a new measure for a friendship. If you can ask this question to somebody, that's a true friendship.
Yeah, but like, everyone have like family also, or it's just, no, I didn't even think of it because it was totally crazy. So, because I am from Prague, and in the Prague there is few hospitals, and they are not good hospitals regarding this. The practice, what they are, the practice, what they're using there, and you can find some how people comment about that hospital or about the doctors there. So I knew that I don't want to deliver in Prague. So I wanted to have a water birth, actually. So I was searching which hospital have a tube where I can, or bath, where or pool, small or whatever, where they are open to water birth. And sadly, there is not much in Czech Republic. I think like 2 or 3. But they are very, very far. But there is one which is like 1 hour driving from Prague, Rakovník, and they are like kind of alternative. They usually follow the birth plan, and like seems like it was very good to me.
And when you started to like kind of make these plans or picking the hospital, at what stage of the pregnancy? Well, I can imagine it wasn't like last minute. Like
No. Like I think like the hospital was like from the beginning. Like you are not in pressure. So like you have time. You look there. You read about that hospital.
Your whole pregnancy, you were in Czech Republic?
No. I was here, and I went for like last 3 months. I went to Czech Republic. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I was actually the beginning, like 2-3 months I stayed there. Then I came here for like three months, and for the last 3 months or 4 months here, and for the last 2 months I went there. But like you search online, you register online.
Okay. So you did this
yeah, but
online,
because there is a limit. Yeah, there is a limit until I don't remember how many weeks now it is in Czech Republic. You have to register. Because later they will not take you. But this is also funny thing, because even you're not registered, they tell you they cannot take you. They have so many, but if you come there that you are
in emergency
already, they will take you. They cannot say no. But they want you to register wherever. So I registered there, and I registered also in one hospital in Prague, because just in case that whatever, and also. Now we come also to the rules there, because in the hospital in the Prague, you need to sign contract where it's written that if you have more than one partner or someone coming with you, you have to pay money for it. And now this is the thing that they cannot ask you for it, but most of the hospitals they
I heard that there are fees for even partner being there.
Some of, but this one was like partner, yes, the second person you need to pay, but like I say
plus
no,
1 plus
I
2.
just make like X. No, I'm not going to do that. Why should I can, even if I want to bring 20 people, I can, if there is a space in the room, I can have them, This is the point, because I knew already, and this every woman should do that, to check
you studied
the rights.
it, yeah?
Yes,
okay,
I knew that. So I was like, no
so
way.
they would have to take you to a parking lot just because of so many people.
I don't know. So yeah, so I registered there, like just in case something. I like need to be fast, because that hospital was like 1 hour driving, one hour 20 minutes, let's say, because my father lives like Prague West. So
on the opposite side.
So it's just like you need to drive 20 minutes to Prague, and from Prague it's like 1 hour, So yeah, I registered, and I didn't do any course. I was just during the time when I was in Czech, I was just going to some pregnancy yoga, which is also good. When you're pregnant, not sick. So you can still do exercise, and actually it's very good. You have to do some exercise, not just lie down because you're pregnant. This is, some of the people think you're pregnant, you're sick, you cannot do anything. This is not true. It's actually benefits. It's a benefit for you. You keep doing your exercise and stay fit.
Is there, just a side turn now, is there any specific exercise you would recommend?
Specific exercise. I was doing
the yoga works, but is there something? I mean, there's so many rules what to avoid. Like you shouldn't lie on your back too long, and all these. But
like, I'm not physiotherapist or some fitness trainer.
But I mean, from your experience.
I know like the swimming is really good. Swimming, walking. But of course, you don't go 30 kilometers, some like
Trekking, yeah.
Sorry, yeah. So like swimming is good. The yoga is fine. Pilates, even here in Dubai, there is there they do some pregnancy prenatal Pilates.
Okay.
This good, yeah. Like even like what the person is doing. I was even riding a horse, which most of the doctors say is not good because you may fall down. But this is about how you feel, about how you trust yourself, what possibility you create for from your mind. So
if you're going to ride a horse with a thought that you might fall, well,
yeah, of course. So I was even in like I was 4 months pregnant and I was going for snowboarding. But like slightly, because I felt like that I'm a little bit afraid that I will. So just like slightly, nothing hard, like a few times just, and I felt like it's not for me. So I follow my feelings, my intuition, what my body is telling me. And this is also important to listen to our body, what the body is saying. So yeah, like whatever the woman is doing, which kind of sport, she can continue what she's doing in some limit somehow, So yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
Well, I wanted to ask because so you registered in the hospital,
yeah,
and then how it all went. Roughly 2-3 months before the delivery, you were already in Prague.
Yes. Normally during the pregnancy you have some doctor, you have to go for some checkups. Yes. And I know I don't need that because you can, like, I feel everything is fine. I did some, but not all. And I didn't like that every time if I go doctor, they do ultrasound for me because I know it's not really good I feel like it's not good to do often ultrasound. And for me, it was like, for what? I know it's fine. I know there is no problem, so I have no reason to do that. So I avoid that. So I did only the big test from the first trimester, and the last when I came to Prague, I just did one, and that's it.
Did you know the gender?
Yes. I knew. So when I came, I was just like doing nothing happened, just waiting until it comes.
Okay. And the whole process went smooth?
Yes, it was. This is the thing, that I make a plan how I want it. I just settled my mind that I want the birth like that. And it was exactly like that.
Nice.
I want fast one, painless, or like
pain-free, yeah, relatively.
Like, but it will not be some drama. Just like I don't want to feel, because there is a woman which they have even orgasmic birth.
Okay,
yeah.
You didn't project that
no,
for yourself.
No, I didn't. I just said like I want like fast, like normal, quick one without pain.
Orgasm not needed.
No, not needed. And I wanted the water birth. This was the only thing which didn't happen because it was that fast and they didn't have time to prepare the bath for me.
The water was still going on. Okay, why water? Why you chose? Because there's kind of like more alternative ways, right?
Yeah, well,
why water?
Why water? Because the water is its benefit for the woman and for the baby, because the baby is coming from the water to the water. Yeah, the water relieves the pain. Also, you feel more relaxed in the water. There is so many benefits about the water, and I like the idea. That time I didn't know much about it, because now I'm going through some course for the water birth.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the idea that for the baby, it's easier to, as I said, to go from the water to the water, and it's more, you feel relaxed. You feel
Well,
relaxed.
just being in water will make you feel more relaxed,
exactly,
right?
Exactly, because what people do when they are stressful, they go and they lie in the bath, yes, and they feel relaxed. So I wanted.
Is it
to
some
do this.
special kind of like pool, the temperature, or
Yeah,
like
the temperature cannot be. There is some limit that it cannot be high. Then I don't remember now. I hope my teacher will not see that. But yes, of course, it cannot be too cold. But it's like how it's fine for you, basically.
Okay,
But
okay.
just it cannot reach more than
Mm-hmm.
I am 28 or I'm not sure now about the temperature. So yeah, basically it's how it feels for you. So my birth was like really fast that I think missed the first stage because I was like nothing, and then head was coming out.
Yeah, this happened to my brother's wife as well. Both births were like very fast, and that's why also because it was somehow the first one my brother missed. Even he was like 5 minutes from the hospital because they told him like you can go, and then like we will call you when it will start because it might take hours. And he didn't even make it there. Because when he came and he was ringing, everybody was busy.
Inside,
So
yes.
nobody was there to open. And the second one, because he had like a busy day and running around, preparing everything and being hyped about it. And he said that he was probably very dehydrated. And when it started, he started to feel dizzy. And as it started, people were rushing and nurses like, oh my God, it's going way faster, so they're bringing something, and everybody was just like in rush, and just this heat came to his head, and he lied down next to the bed, just put his feet up to the wall, and he's just like, don't take care about me, it's fine, it's fine, I will breathe through it, and at the end he didn't pass out, but he was like on the brink. So yeah.
So mine was fast. So when I start to have a contraction, I was like, what is this? It's like, maybe it's fine. I called my doula and I said, this happened. Okay, she told me, check how often you have, how long it takes. And I told her, she's like, okay, go to the bath. And if it stops, then it's okay. But if it will still continue, then we need to go to the hospital. I was like, okay, I took a bath and it stopped. Nothing happened. I was like, okay, maybe just, false alarm, nothing happened, And I remember that day I wanted to go to make a trip to a castle. And we were just having a lunch and I start to have like crumbs in my belly and I start to feel like that I need to do like that. And my father, are you sure you want to go to the castle? Like, yeah, because it will help me, when I will walk, it will stop. So you don't look like, I said like, yeah, but I'm fine. And then like, I start to feel like it's coming out. I was like, no way. It's like, yalla, we need to go, And so we sit in the car and my father, he looks like he just saw a death,
So it wasn't in his house, it was in his car.
Almost. So I never in my life saw my father that scared like that time because, really, as we say, like eye on the top of the head, like,
And where was your partner?
Yeah, he was with me.
He was with you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, my sister, I have a younger sister, so we had to take her with us because my father didn't want to let her alone at home. So 4 of us in the car. My father was driving like 180. And
this is not a standard speed in Czech Republic.
No, so okay, it was, but no one catch us.
Yeah.
No one catch us.
That's what matters, right?
Yeah.
And nothing bad happened. So.
But the thing is that my father noticed after 10 minutes driving that he's driving opposite side than he used to, than he should do. Opposite side the way. He just, because he was so stressful,
he was going the wrong way.
Wrong direction. Like 10 minutes already driving other side of the road, like wrong direction. And when I found out, I screamed bad words like, are you kidding me? Just go. And I was in the backside, like feeling really like it's coming. So I was like breathing, all the contractions. I just like breathe through, and I just remember the moment that I was on my knee, facing the back window, backside
Oh, okay,
window.
okay.
Okay, like this.
Like on the back seats, yeah?
Yeah, back seat on my knee, facing, and I felt so hot. I was totally sweating, and that day was kind of cold. It was like 17 degrees. So I have jacket, long pant. So I removed everything. I was sweating. Sometimes I didn't know where I am because, all this, you feel like ecstasy, something like happening, you don't concentrate what's happening around.
You couldn't because you were going 180 anyway.
So I just remember the moment that I was trying to put my head like near to the backside window because no space there and I didn't know how to move. And I just remember the car behind us, the people, they will look at me like they should think like, what's going on in that car, And I was screaming because it was very helpful for me. And this is what women shouldn't be scared to make any sound or some moving or whatever.
This is very good point. I have because some of the trainings, and especially when you connect some expression of emotion into it, there are people who just are like, and especially ladies, they don't want to scream or something. I very often finish like hard training with just like just yelling out just to release the over left tension, and it's super important not to be scared. And sometimes it's very hard to teach it to people, like just scream, nobody cares, really, especially here, nobody else is here, it's just me, just agree. Yell. So
it's helping because the pressure, because if you will not let it go, then it's stuck, and later on you will have a problem.
It needs to go somewhere.
Yes, exactly. So I was like really screaming, and my little sister, she was like trying to sleep, and always she was like, "What's happening?" And my father and everybody were like asking me, "Are you okay? What should I do?" And I was just shouting, "Don't talk to me, just let me." Because this is also, every woman feels different way during the labor. But for me this time, because it was disturbing me, I was just like connecting to my body and just like, focusing, because it's really important. And when people start to talk to you, it's just like disturbing. So I just want them just to be quiet. I just need silent, So
you're like, I am the one making noises here.
Yeah,
you shut
it's
up.
just like, just don't ask me any question, please. I cannot. Because I start to feel really the head is already like coming out.
You could feel it?
Yeah, like I feel that the head
I mean, obviously I don't know how it is, but
it's like really down. And if you remember that I told you that the hospital is like 1.5 hour.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 1.5 hour normal driving from my father's house. We reached the hospital in 41 minutes, which was, I think, a record. So, and I couldn't even go out of my car because I was like, I couldn't walk because I was afraid that it's just like fell down or something. Yeah.
So you didn't want to stand up?
Yeah, I couldn't even because I cannot really explain. But so they took me and they bring me up. And before when we start the journey to the hospital, I called them that I'm coming and I want the water bird to prepare the bath for me. And I think they just ignore it, or I don't know. When I come there, they start to like preparing the bath. It's like, how come it's not ready yet? Because we didn't know when you reach and the water will be cold. And, it's like, okay. So I just come, and within like 40 minutes, 35 minutes when I reach, she just born.
And so it wasn't in the water?
No, because there wasn't time.
Okay. So it was on the bed, or?
No. I was on my knee, and It was next to the bath because I remember I was just like
Waiting for the water.
I don't know. It was like so fast, and I don't know. Even like my doula they don't talk about it. I guess it was just like we forgot about it, or I don't know. Later on, I was just like, that's a pity that they could prepare it, but it meant to be like that, so it's fine.
It went well.
Yeah. So I just went on my knee and how to say, like this on the bath.
Okay, like leaning against the bath.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like leaning on the bath, and yes, like 40 minutes, 35 minutes, she was out. It was really fast, and I remember I was so hungry. So when I delivered, I just stand up that I go to the restaurant to eat, and they were like, no, you're not going anywhere. You don't even look like you just delivered a baby. I said like, I'm hungry, I want to eat. No, we will bring you something. You cannot leave the hospital. I said, I just 30 minutes. No. I was like, okay. Yeah, so we stay a couple of hours because it was evening. So we said, okay, we will sleep here, and in the morning when I wake up, I will go home. Okay.
And that was fine with them, yeah?
They were fine, but you have in the hospital you have the what's the call for the babies?
Incubator?
No. You have like doctor, midwife, which is about the births, and then you have the section which is for the babies, and there is different doctors, different nurses.
Pediatric?
Yeah, pediatrics.
Pediatric,
yeah,
okay.
but this is called different. Whatever, she's teenager. Whatever. There is a section that after when the mother gave a birth, she goes there where she neonatal department.
Oh, okay,
yes.
okay.
So we've been there, and they weren't fine about that because I didn't want so many things. I didn't want to wash my baby, and they were giving me really poisoned answers, like, no, you are also from the blood and you took shower, you need, or the flies will be around your baby. And it's like, what? Come on.
Well, make some higher hygiene standards here then.
Something
but okay, so why not to wash the baby?
Why not to wash the baby? Because the baby has its protection for the skin, okay, and it's in few days it will just disappear, and there is a reason why it's on the baby.
But it's
everywhere.
not the blood, right?
No, not.
It's like this layer of.
Yes. So.
And what is it? It's like residual from the.
Yes.
From the womb.
Yes, it's actual protection of the skin. Okay. Because the baby is in the water. So because if you are in 1 hour in the water, your skin will be like this.
Yeah.
So there is kind of protection. So it's better that you will not wash it off. You will just keep it, because in few days, 1 day, 2 days, depend, it will just disappear,
rub away
inside the skin and absorb. The skin will absorb it. Okay. So I didn't want to. And they were like, oh. It's like, no, I don't want. Then it's come the problem with vitamin K, because this is a procedure that afterbirths they are giving, even here. So you have two options. You have drops, or you have by injection. With the drops, you need to do it for a couple of days, and you need to think about it, what time, you need to like continuously do it, 1 week, or I don't know. And I didn't want this. And they were like, no, you have to do, so many like standard things, what they do in it. Even I didn't want that they will measure my baby, how big she is, because for me it wasn't important.
Well, but for who it is, right?
Yeah, because your baby needs to be in their
charts.
Yeah, like, if your baby in this age, it's not that big, it's a problem. And I am telling them all the time.
Yeah, so if
but my baby is not in your some measurements. My baby is just.
So if an adult guy is not above 170 centimeters, it's a problem, like
And also
just-
because I
yeah.
don't like what I noticed that when they measure the baby, they how to say, they take the leg and make it straight, which is not good because the babies has like
yeah, it's folded.
yes.
Yeah.
So they little bit make it, and I didn't want that to happen because it's not really good, and I didn't want even the weight. But they said, but she is a smaller little bit than normally. Like it will be better. We will, check the weight. And I just didn't want. So they follow some procedure what they have, and if you are against that, this is a problem. I understand somehow that they just follow it, but in the same time they need to think about it that some things are not really necessary and they should respect the wish of the woman. So and so I refuse some of the things I agree with, and the problem comes when in the morning I just wanted to leave, and the nurse were telling me because I had streptococcus. This is they are doing swipe in the pregnancy for the woman if she has a streptococcus G. This is some kind of bacteria when the baby is going out, and they used to they give women the antibiotics and checking the baby because when the baby is going out, it might has the bacteria as well, and it's like kind of danger for the baby. So because I refused the antibiotics because for me it wasn't like I'm not this type. I'm not like too much into the medicaments and pills. I don't like that. So usually when it's really necessary, I take a pills. But like if there is no for me like big reason, I didn't want to because I know it comes to the baby, and
Yeah, of course you were about to breastfeed, right? So
yeah, also, but it's like during the pregnancy they give the antibiotics. So
okay.
any medicament when you take, it's direct coming to the baby as
yeah,
well.
because you have the same blood
exactly.
circulation. Yeah.
So I didn't like this. Like, why? She haven't born it, and I will already put some chemical inside her for what? So because I didn't take the antibiotics and I was streptococcus positive, the nurse, she started telling me if I will leave the hospital, my baby may die. And when she said that sentence, you cannot imagine what I did there. Because I am a strong person.
I think they remember you to this day,
right? I can manage this. But if I imagine some normal, well, I am normal too, but I mean some other woman which just give a birth, she just become a mother, she just something new, she doesn't even know what's going on around, and she's like the hormones play so much in her, and someone will just tell her that your baby may die, she can just have trauma from this. How is that even possible that the nurses is talking that way? But even the tone how she was telling me was like, don't.
This is how they make people listen, right?
I said, like, don't ever talk to anyone like this. My baby will not die, and I'm just leaving. So they just want me to sign.
And what was the reasoning behind what she said?
Because I didn't take the antibiotics. So my baby was in risk of the streptococcus.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So,
and that equals death? Like, what I mean? Like, that's so big exaggeration, right?
Yes, the baby may die if he had the strep. You need to check temperature. So I was just checking her temperature every few hours, checking how she is. They say it might be risky, whatever. I feel that it's okay, and I just did what I feel that it's fine. So maybe someone will think like I'm a crazy, but I don't care what
some people
think. I don't care. Hey, hello, I'm crazy. But I just know what I'm doing, So it was like that, and it was fine.
And she's healthy.
Of course.
Of course. So when you work with somebody as a doula, how it starts, what it is about, how you support them, at what stages of pregnancy you coming in, and how does it all work?
It works like that. Someone just hire you, or someone just call you and ask you that I'm pregnant. I am this and this week of pregnancy, and I'm looking for doula. So usually it's that I meet the person and we talk about saying what I'm offering, what I'm doing, some short conversation, and then she decides if she wants me to, or she wants someone else, because it's also very important how we fit together, because this is about trust. Yeah. So if you don't feel comfortable with some person, you just cannot take her. And all the women which they are listening, please, if you don't feel like 100% comfortable with the doula, don't take her. You will find someone else, because this is very important. Maybe someone will be shy. Like I met her and I don't know. Maybe I will take her to try.
You might not like everybody. Of course,
she needs to fit. Like you need to say like, yeah, I feel good with this person. This person is like sympathetic and fine to me. This is really important. So because it may happen so many times, you will meet someone and you will not even, it's not about how I feel about the person, but even sometimes I might feel like I don't want to support this woman because there is something.
So it's two-way, yeah?
Usually it's just like from her side, but I might feel also this, that I don't want to. Yeah. It didn't happen to me because I like not met so many women, but it's from her side usually that she will tell me she wants or she doesn't want.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we have some prenatal visits where I offer two, which usually, or what happened in the past, we make it as one longer. Okay, because usually it's just like 1.5 or 2 hours is one prenatal visit. I make one which was like 4.5 hours, where we talk. For me, it was easy that we have time enough to talk everything in the same time, But it's also depend over if she wants to and separate it. It's fine for me.
And this is also with the partner already, or?
Yeah, the partner. I come to their home.
Okay, so you're coming to them.
Yes, I come to their home. So usually he's there. And we talk about what birth is, what's happening, what she might feel, which position she would like, what is comfortable for her. I will tell her some comfort measures, some kind of massage, relaxing technique, how I can relieve the pain for her. We will write a birth plan where she is saying all what she likes. Maybe she wants some intervention. Maybe she doesn't want. She wants that. She doesn't want that.
Okay.
Everything is good to prepare for the hospital, for the doctor, that they know what is her wish, how she wants the birth, if possible, to follow it.
And all of this, you are making it around the birth, or you also dealing with, let's say, some challenges within the pregnancy itself?
Which kind of challenges you mean? This is in pregnancy. Depend what stage she hired me. She can call me when she's 15 weeks pregnant, which is very early, but
You say, like, let's say you will come to somebody who is 15 weeks in or 20 weeks in, like fairly early. Do you also educate them about the pregnancy? Like, if you feel at this stage this way, that means this and this, or it's mostly focused on that delivery?
It's like preparing for the birth. But of course, if she's telling me that she has problems, she has pain in her back, I would say this is not normal, because people think that when you are pregnant, you might have back pain and it's all right. No pain is all right.
Yeah, people think
Yes.
when
Yeah.
you live without being pregnant and you have back pain, it's normal these days.
So if you're pregnant
Sometimes.
and you have pain, I'm saying go to a physiotherapist, you know? Or if she's saying that, I don't know.
And you have like people you recommend,
yes,
for example.
Yes, of course. So whatever she needs, I will. Maybe she asks me something what I don't know, because so many things I don't know. Yes, I'm not. I didn't study medical school, so I don't know so many things.
But
so whatever question she
even
has,
the best doctors don't know everything.
yeah. So
right?
so many things. I'm just, I'm like new. I'm not. I don't have many years experience, but like so many times she asks me something I don't know, so I will give her all the information based on evidence. And this is also the role of the doula, that we provide the informations, what she needs to know to make a decision. I don't make decision for her. Yeah. So I am there to support her.
You show the options and
Yes,
so on.
exactly. This is my role. So I support her. I'm giving her some comfort measures, helping. Yes, sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. So I'm helping her with that, following her wishes. Even it's not my opinion, or even if I don't agree what she likes, I'm not there to judge or to tell her. It's her wish, and I have to fully respect and follow what she wants, no matter what I think.
That's why also it's very important that the two people click at the beginning, right?
Yeah, but sometimes they are even different, but, sometimes could be hard, because this is, I will get back to this later, because I think for me as being doula, it's not just like everyone is being doula. I know that my message is to wake the woman up, to see what's the point of it, that not to tell her that this is not all right what she's thinking. No, I don't mean that. I respect them, but I just need to show them that this way is not really all right. What the ability of her, what is it? That the point is that she needs to connect to herself, because this is very important. Now people, they are spending so much energies and focusing for what is around you, and this is wrong, because our thing, what we should do here is to change the point of view of that you don't look outside, you look inside to yourself. And this is what everyone should do, and wake up from this reality, or how to call it,
Matrix.
Whatever, I don't want to sound so crazy. No, but this is it, because every person have the skills, and everybody can do a lot of things, but just maybe they are not maybe on the level that they can do that. But I feel like this is my way. I have to work with the women. I have to show them and guide them how to connect to themselves back again, and listen to the body and talk to the babies, because I can communicate with the baby which is in the belly, which is in the womb, okay? And they can do that also if they would like to, So there is so many things. So I think sometimes when I see a woman which she won the C-section and this, I feel like inside me it's like, it's very hard to accept that, because I know it's difficult to explain, but just I know that this is not all right, and just I have this, that I just need to show her somehow, by some very light way, that there is another,
well, that's where as you said, the information is coming in, right?
Yeah, but
when you educate them, to show them that there are other options that are maybe better for them and for the baby.
Yes, no, yeah, but I cannot say this is better for you. because I'm
No. I mean, but guide her to see
Yeah.
that there is an option.
Yeah. I'm giving them information and she pick, and I cannot say anything because this is the point. I'm trained with Doula International, and I have to follow the codex and the rules what they have.
So there's like a full-on education and
Yes.
certification you went through. Yeah.
Yes. I'm still on my like I have certificates, but still I am on my final certificates because I need to attend a couple of births to get the final.
All right, so
ones.
it's a set of
Still,
different
yes,
steps to get there.
Yes. So some of the doulas, they don't need. They just take the training and everything and get the certificate what I have, and they are fine with that. But some of them, they want to continue to say, I am certified by Donna. I am not certified by Donna yet. Okay. So, but I want to get this point. So I cannot tell the woman I don't like this. Yeah. I don't want that it sounds like what I was telling now, that I don't follow the codex, or I want to tell woman this is not all right to you. No, not. I don't mean it like this. But I know that there are doulas which just like they don't say anything. But I know I have some other work behind that also to do, because also I am providing some other services a part of this, which is a bit alternative, like processing the fear before the pregnancy, cleaning the reproductive organs, and some other things. This is like,
that's not included in the doula training?
No. This is like something else.
That's extras,
like alternative things. Yeah. So as a doula, I need to follow some rules, and I cannot judge. I cannot say what's my opinion, because I am there for the woman and her partner. What I think doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just give her full information, and that she will be able to decide what's good for her.
Okay. And when you work with them, okay, you have this information session, and then you are on your phone in case, yeah? So you are communicating back and forth.
This is the other thing. So I have like 2 prenatal sessions where I come to visit them. And of course, during all this time, I'm available on my phone, in my email, if they have any questions. Sorry, I always touch this. They have some questions. They need to make sure that something, it's like that or that. So I am available for them until the birth. Okay. So when it's come to the birth, that she start to have a contraction and she's in active labor, as we decided I will meet her there or there, usually in the hospital straight away. So I'm during the labor. Of course, there is some limitation, because if her labor it's 24 hours, I cannot be there that long, because I'm just a human. So in some 13, 14, depends how I feel. I can just call my backup doula if I just need to go for some rest.
Okay.
Yeah. So and after the birth, I offer one postnatal visit, which we I come to visit to see how everything is going, if lactation is fine, if she needs some help, because also before I give her some, as I said, if she needs lactation specialist, I provide her some contact. If she needs some other, or maybe psychologist, or there is also doulas. I am a birth doula, and there are also doulas which they come and taking care of the woman after the birth. Okay, so because some women, they might have trauma from the birth or something, so the doula helping them, or they need just help with the cleaning, with the cooking, or taking care of the other kids,
okay. So full on service what they need to
after
to function.
Yeah. So it's a birth doula, and there are like postnatal doulas.
So when how many clients you think you can have at the same time? Because until the birth happens, it's all okay, right? but then it's very time consuming for you, obviously, for the time of the labor.
Like how many clients you can take in a month, or like
yeah, like how many people you're working at the same time, you know?
Well, for example, if you have two women with the same due date, you know that
That's problem.
99% they will not deliver in the same day.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
It's
So it's not a problem.
Yeah, it's like how each doula will settle her,
Schedule.
yeah, like I think like it's depend of the if they have due date in the same months, how many you can take. There are doulas which they take any and they just have some backup doula in case that, So it's really, I think, up to the person how they think that they are able to manage.
Mm-hmm.
And also it's important to have a backup doula because not just that you have two women starting a birth at the same time, or because you are the birth it's taking so long and you just need a rest, or also it might happen, something happened to you, you are not able to come there, or any bad circumstances.
As you said, you're only human, so
you never know. Maybe you I don't know, I don't want to say some bad scenario, but anything can happen. So just to have someone who you can call and she replace you there.
I want to ask about like do and don't do, in your opinion, of course, in like mainstream versus your alternative way of approaching the things regarding the labor, regarding like, for example, the example would be the washing of the baby.
Yeah, but usually they like all doulas, they saying to the woman that they are giving the information because this is already based evidence. Yeah, this is not just my alternative opinion.
I know, but
there are things which is proof, but still the doctors or medical staff, they are still not accepting.
Exactly, and that's what I want to talk about. Like what are the differences compared to like really mainstream uninformed situation where a woman will come, she never was with a doula, she might not even know that what there is another option, but she'll just come to an hospital and she'll get certain set of, as you said, procedures and stuff. Yeah. So what you think is necessary out of these mainstream procedures and what you think is unnecessary or you should avoid completely?
Okay. The most important thing is how the woman feels about it.
Mm-hmm.
She needs to know what this is good for me, this is not. No one can tell her, do this, do that. Because what I've been witnessing and what I'm learning is everything is possible. Totally everything. Like even the craziest things, everything is possible. So when I get back to my experience from my pregnancy, I remember that when my doctor back in Czech, he was doing ultrasound to me and he was telling me that something was wrong. Yes, I don't remember exactly what was it, that I have only one something, I don't remember what was it, and it's supposed to be two. Yes, the baby has
it was when you were already pregnant.
Yes. I'm just thinking what was it, that I supposed to have two veins in the umbilical cord and I have only one. Okay, and this is not an issue, this is like a lot of women having this, it's fine. But just that we need to check the fetus if it's like, growing, if it's fine. And I didn't accept what he was telling me. I just said to him, no, it's not like that. She has two, there is two. No, you can see, I show you. And he was like showing me, on the screen, look. Like, no, I didn't accept what he was telling me. And When I came there a couple of months later again to him, he did again ultrasound and he was telling me, yes, you see, there is no way there is two. There is only one. I can see that. I am showing you. I just said to him, no, she has two. I know that, you know? And this is something I just know. I just feel it and I knew it. And I just didn't accept what he was telling me. So later on, when I came back to Dubai, and I did some I have to visit doctor also for some screening, and they did ultrasound to me. I was telling to the doctor, my doctor back in home, he told me I just have one vein there in the umbilical cord, so just to let you know. And all these months I was just like, no, she has to, no way. And imagine what happened. He just looked and he said, you can see she has to. And even I saw it in my eyes. It was two there. So I know this is for some people hard to accept that, but everything is possible. Everything is really possible. So it's important how the woman she feels about. But I don't mean some like that someone do stupid things because he think it's all right. But I mean really like to connect to your body and like really listen what it says. This is really important.
I think that's the challenge, and that's the hard part for if you maybe not there yet or you don't have such an experience, to know when is it I'm only thinking it and when is it I really feel this is the right thing, you know?
That's why I'm here,
because,
to guide them and to teach them how to do that.
Because then also exists something like a wishful thinking, right? That people only think because they wish it's that
your
way.
Ego or your mind. It's not the
Yeah. So another question.
Not your consciousness.
I don't know how much you will want to share about this. I will ask anyway. Yeah. What are the other alternative procedures and like these things that you are offering? Because you said that there is the doula thing. You mean like
a part of the doula? Mm-hmm. Okay, this is not really alternative. I offer a placenta encapsulation as well, but in my country, Czech Republic, because there is illegal here. It's not.
It's not allowed here. Yeah?
I mean, but the point is you need to have a license, but there is no existing license for that. So, right. I mean, I cannot say it's not legal. No. But like officially, the license doesn't exist in this country. Okay. And I know who is trying for more than 10 years with the government here to get the license or somehow to manage. There is no results yet. Mm-hmm. So
what it is and why you do it?
Placenta encapsulation is that I proceed the placenta into the capsules, which the woman is eating it or taking it. Yeah, because the placenta is organ full of nutrients. There is there's iron, there's a lot of hormones, and sadly there is no really evidence much about the placentology because until now, no one really studied that much. There is some few studies.
And how it started? Like, who came with the idea?
This in China. It's actually in China. In all cultures, in 1,000 years ago, for example, they were using it in China. And other cultures as well. But if we look into the animals, what the animal doing? I
don't know.
Okay, sure you saw some video, I don't know, goat is delivering her babies or how to call it. So usually the animals after the birth, she eats her placenta.
Really?
Naturally, yes.
Oh, okay.
Because she knows what she's doing or the animal knows what it's doing. So all all the benefits or all what the woman talk about, it's just it's not based on evidence. Yeah, it's just like what for other people, what they say, their experience. Yeah, just like
So there's no like anecdotal
evidence,
not like hardcore science studies.
There is some small studies which showing the benefits, but they are very small. Like it was studies in 50 women, or like that. Because until now, no one really did that. So the thing is that the doctors they are not too much like they don't agree much with that, because I think it's because they don't know anything about that. There is no evidence. They don't look into it, they don't care about that much. But
it wasn't that common before, and it is very common now that they are taking the blood from umbilical cord, right? Because before it wasn't very common, and now they putting it into, I think like they actually put it into liquid or whatever they call it.
They put it in
nitrogen, right, to freeze it super deeply
in the bank, and if you have some disease or something, you can treat it
because it has so many stem cells.
Yes, it's stem collection, but I don't like it that they do it from the umbilical cord.
Okay.
Because I learned now from my from water birth course that the thing is that the blood cells they can collect from the tooth, and there is a more cells actually in the umbilical cord, but because it's business
in a tooth of the baby.
Yes
or kids.
Yes. So when the first
the milk teeth.
Yes, so there is a lot, there is even more. So the thing is when they took the cells from the umbilical cord, it needs to be like quickly, immediately, like within minute maybe or something, and this is not beneficial for the baby.
Okay.
That's why we do like delay cord clamping, that they don't cut the cord immediately, because the blood from the placenta needs to go back to the baby. Okay. If they cut the cord early, the blood doesn't come and it's harm the baby.
Okay, so if you wait longer after the baby is out, you wait a couple of minutes? Or?
Yeah, you wait until the cord is not pulsing anymore.
Okay, so that means that the placenta pumped all the blood to the baby, and that's when you cut it.
Well, supposed to be, but sadly, they don't do that.
Usually they do first thing, right?
Yeah, like even if you say like, I want, they it's up to the mother if she will really like, don't cut the cord.
Yeah.
Because I think also they should do some workshop for the doctors about that. How important is that the blood will go all back to the baby.
I knew that they are doing it as a delayed. I just didn't know why. I didn't know that it's because you want to get the blood to the baby. So it makes sense. I mean, at least
So when you collect the cells, the cells, I don't know much about it, but because one client, she asked me for it because she wanted to do that. So I was just reading how many minutes, and they said that as earliest as possible, because there will be a lot of cells. Yes, if it's longer, then they will not have much from that. That's why they don't like. And this is a huge business. It's like really about the money, because it's very expensive to do this banking, the cell banking. It's really costly. So, and they don't say to the people that they can collect it from the tooth. I didn't know that. I just learned that in the workshop.
So you can get the stem cells same way, even more efficiently from the tooth.
Yes, this is amazing. But if they will say to the people, they will not have good business from it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I wanted to ask something about. Anyway.
Yeah. So this is the.
Yeah, I want to ask how you process it.
Yes, how I process it. There is two methods. It's a raw method or traditional. The raw method means that I need to check the placenta if there is something that I need to cut it off or something. Yeah. So the raw method, it means that I cut the placenta into small pieces and put it in the dehydrator, where it's
Like a dryer.
yes, dryer,
Mhm.
dehydrator.
Yeah,
Yes, the dryer, the food,
The fruit dryer.
the food processor, or how they
Yeah.
call it. Yes, it's dehydrator. So I dehydrate the placenta. The processes depend, but if it's raw, it can take from 18 to 24 hours. It depends. It needs to be proper dry that it snaps when it's just like. Then I blend it into the powder and put it into the capsules.
Mhm.
The other method is traditional, which means that I steam the placenta before the dehydrator. This method is for also women which they are streptococcus B positive,
For
because you
Okay.
need to kill the bacteria. And also some of the women, they like for the hygienic reason, or they say like there is two different like benefits from the placenta, depend which methods. But I was teach that basically more or less is the same. Something that when it's raw, it's more beneficial than, raw from the dehydrator than when it's steam, that you kill more the iron and whatever it's inside. So it's up to the woman what she can choose, which method. And also for me important to know if how was her test, if she was
Okay.
positive for the streptococcus or not.
I want to ask for details on this more, but before that, I remembered what I wanted to ask before on the umbilical cord. How long it usually takes until the placenta will pump the blood?
Like when the cord stop
Pulsing.
pulsing,
Yeah.
it's just different. It
Okay,
could-
but I mean,
yeah,
like,
it
I
could
mean, it's
be-
like it's days or
yeah, it could,
hours.
No, it days. Well, it could be from 5 minutes until 20 minutes.
Well, that's still very
The umbilical
acceptable.
The umbilical
you know?
cord becomes like totally white and stop pulsing. You can see it's pulsing.
Okay.
And of course, to wait as long as you can, it's better.
Okay.
Because they said if it's like if they cut less than 3 minutes, the baby will not get all the blood. I think my personal opinion is sure more than 3 minutes. But they say like if it's less than 3 minutes, it will harm the baby. Because the baby will not get all the blood. And when the baby will not get all the blood, later on the baby usually have some medical issue. I mean, not something.
You can have
maybe
just you are when you donate blood, you are advised and that's a very little volume you're getting compared to what you have, right? Your immune response is a little bit more sensitive. I mean, like sensitive, like you are more prone to, because you are weakened by having less blood. So I can imagine that having all the blood in the baby is a good thing.
I am saying that I'm not saying that it 100% harm the baby, but there is a high chance that it's not necessary. I don't see. I cannot see the reason why they're doing it.
Why it needs to be done straight?
They
right?
want. The doctors. They just want one send, another one send. This is also the point why everywhere, and especially here, I saw everyone. They like so much to induce the labor, even before the due date. Or 2 days after
like speed
due
it up?
date. They broke the water or something, induction. They want that the woman will start labor. The baby knows when the baby needs to go out itself. So if there is no medical reason for that, which sometimes they even say something why they want to do it, and this is not the reason for that, This is a huge topic.
I also heard some couple of mommies and parents generally, like around, who I know that they just said that, it's just around, let's say due date is certain date, let's say 15th, and they're like, oh, it will be nice to have 10th of 10, so we do it on 10th. Like they pick. Like, what the fuck?
Yes.
Just like that's already beyond, for me, that's already beyond interrupting the natural processes that are supposed to happen the way they are supposed to happen. Like that's where I think the medicine shouldn't really go. I know we can in case of emergency, many cases, right? The umbilical cord is around the head, or
this is also
okay, tell me.
People say, umbilical cord is around the neck. My baby will not breathe. First of all, the baby is not breathing by lungs. It's breathing like through the umbilical cord. So
yeah, the oxygen is going through the umbilical cord because the mom is breathing.
Yeah, I mean not through lungs. She's breathing with the lungs, but I mean not through here. So second, 90% of the babies which they burn, they have umbilical cord around the neck because this is normal.
Okay, and when it's happening, like when a woman is actually already going to the labor, let's say, and they'll be like, oh shit, the heart rate is dropping.
Yeah, it can happen.
Because that's when they sometimes will do the C-section because of that, right?
Yes, the heart rating could be, there is so many reasons why it can happen. And also for the umbilical cord, sometimes it may be too short. Okay. So if the baby will go out, it's just too short. Okay. So this is a problem. But there is so many reasons why the heart rate can drop. It could be because of if she has an induction, so she has some medication. It could be because of that, for example, or so many reasons. I'm not doctor, so I cannot tell you all. Or I'm not,
of course, you know.
So, but I know there is so many reasons. So this.
I want to ask back to the
placenta
encapsulation.
Yes.
What are the benefits?
Like,
okay, it's nutritious, right?
Yes.
But what are the actual benefits of? And how often, like, are you taking like a pill, like one a day, or what do you do with it?
More. You take more pill. It's also about how you feel, because this is kind of a booster. So it's giving you a lot of energy. Because of the high percentage.
I just start to think about how it can be used as doping.
no, but
or if it can.
Doping well. But important things. Only who can eat the placenta is the woman who delivered this particular placenta.
That's a very good point.
Yes, because I don't know what can happen if someone else eating it. But it's not something which I would recommend to do that.
Okay. And so there is a lot of iron, you're saying?
Yes, there is iron, there is a lot of hormones. Okay, so it helps to balance the hormones, which means when your hormones are balanced, that you don't have a depression. So it's helping against the postpartum depression.
All right.
Yeah. Yes. Which is also important because postpartum depression is something which they don't talk much about, or when they don't, the women, they don't search maybe much about it. But I think this topic is also very, very important because it's something very serious. And I think even the medical staff should be, even the couples should be like, educated about that. And it's even the woman itself, when she maybe start to feel some symptoms, she maybe don't know that it might be that, or she's not taking it seriously, or it's hard maybe to accept, or she's maybe afraid to ask for help, which she shouldn't be scared or shy to.
What would be the symptoms?
What would be the symptoms? There is anxiety, depression. You just feel sleepy all the time. You don't feel like it's you. You overreact, or you crying, or there's so many things like psychological things. So which needs really be treated by a specialist, because it's something really serious.
And it's because of all the hormonal changes that are happening through the
Could
labor?
be, and also for a woman which she has maybe in the past some psychological problems, or in the family there is someone with some psychiatric or psychologist problems, maybe they are like more risky. But again, I'm not a like psychologist,
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
I cannot talk much about it. Just like some basic. So could be, or just because no one is helping her and she's alone for everything. This is also very important, that not just treat a woman well before the birth and during the pregnancy, but especially after the birth, because it's something new. Yes, she just become a mother, and this is nothing easy, and you don't sleep much, and you don't have time even to go take a shower sometimes, and you need to do a lot of things, and you start to panic. Maybe your home is mess everywhere, you don't have time to, and people coming, stepmother, moms and stepmoms and grandma, why don't you do this? No.
Everybody knows better.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, everybody knows better. Old school time, because that time everything, whatever. So too much pressure for not just the new mother, but the new father as well. So it's very important to take care of the woman after the birth, not from the family side or friends to help. Just if someone come and bring food, cook food, or
just come and clean.
or come and clean, or take care of the other kids if there is, or talk how you feel, give her time, 1 hour a day at least, that she just go to refresh a little bit. It's very important.
What do you think, because that's directly linked to this, what do you think about how long, or like what time should the baby be only with the closest family? Because that's a big topic, right? Like many people, you can see it in here, which I find crazy. 1 week, because there is no way the baby is older than 1 week just by how it looks, and they are already
Outside,
walking in a mall,
in the mall,
in the mall at 11 p.m. like what?
Yes.
But generally, like,
Yes.
do you recommend? Of course, again, personally, what is your opinion on because we have this 6-week rule, right? Where it should be very...
Well, the 6 weeks is like for the woman that her organs and everything's
Okay.
getting to the position where it was before, and she is recovering from the changes, and learning the how to say, the new thing to she meets first time with a baby. She needs, like there is some connections getting on, and she learn how to breastfeed and used to the...
I'm just thinking, I had a podcast with one physiotherapist, and we were talking about 6-week rule for recovery. That usually that was his approach. When somebody has an injury, he will ask them, what did you change 6 weeks ago, or roughly 6 weeks ago? Because that's how long it takes for body to adapt to new position or new situation. Also, that's a time where you usually will heal a broken bone or pulled muscle, or that 6 weeks. It makes sense also, because it's all about, or mostly about, the recovery of the woman after what happens. So again, the 6 weeks.
Yeah, the 6 weeks, it's like but I think it's anyway, the body needs more. But this is like the first 6 weeks, sure, it's something like that. It's coming back as it was. But for example, if the woman wants to have another baby, for my personal opinion, I don't think it's right to do it for less than a year.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not just that you deliver a baby, you give a birth a baby. You are 1 year breastfeeding, changing the diapers. You don't do anything else. So you feel tired. And if you are pregnant, you need to be strong and, because it takes so much from your body, all the vitamins and everything.
So you would say for a next pregnancy
Yeah,
at least
I
a year?
I know some women which they got pregnant after 3-4 months after the delivery. For me, this is something crazy.
I know one lady, she got 3 kids within 3 years, basically. 10 month difference. 10 months something difference.
But still, 10 months is better than 3 months after the delivery.
No, not she got pregnant. She had 10 months difference between kids.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I think for the body, well, I don't know. I would say this is, for me, it's crazy because the body needs time to heal. You need to take another breath, and just even mentally recover because.
Well, I don't know how she was.
Because still my daughter, she just turned 4, and still I think I am not mentally fully recovery. I'm tired. You know what I mean. So imagine that I have a small baby breastfeeding, and I'm pregnant
you would have
already
by
with some.
This rule.
The body needs to really fully recover.
Okay, so what would be the time when you start? I don't like to take baby more out and introduce them to like a wider
I understand.
Neighborhood.
Also, especially here in our countries, this is not common, yes, that 1 week old baby is going out.
No.
Because the small babies doesn't have any immunity. This is the first thing what the parents should think of it. And if they think that, I don't want to say that, but if they think that they put vaccination for just newborn baby, this is something super crazy for me. Mm-hmm. If the people want to do vaccination, okay, but later. Not some countries, I think even here they are doing just for the newborns. This is for me like super crazy. And you are going, okay, you go out with your baby in the stroller or in the car somewhere, just fresh air, but not 1 week baby to the mall where there's so many people, so many disease, so many viruses.
And even we would disregard that, but the lights, right? Like everything,
also,
the noise. And it's like
this is also not just as the mother needs calm, rest, the baby needs too. He needs like rest, sleeping, because just born. Cannot just even like the visitors, but everyone feels different about it. If I deliver a baby, I don't want that next day 10 people will come to visit me. I just want to be alone because I'm just meeting my baby. I'm just like, get to know the baby. Well,
you don't even have a regime or anything yet, right?
Yes, like, and you don't have maybe even mood for someone because you are exhausted.
Yeah, I can't say that.
And it's new for you. You don't know what should do first. You don't have time even to go to the toilet sometimes, and just need to some rest and get the baby breastfeed, and then you don't know how to breastfeed, or most of the women, they have problems, so they call a lactation specialist, or like what to do to have better milk supply. This is also one of the benefits what the placenta
capsules.
Anecdotal evidence says that increase the milk supply. Okay. It's helping with the healing.
And you think how many capsules you can actually make from like?
Yeah, the placenta is different sizes, different of everything.
It also like sometimes the placenta is on a different spot, right?
Yes,
created, so it's not always the same shape.
Yes. Well, the shape It's usually like round, but sometimes there could be some
Cutouts.
things. No, but it's like round, but the size is different. Some has big, some have small, someone have long umbilical cord, someone has like very short. So usually like minimum what I ever did was like 100 capsules. It could be until, I don't know, 250 maybe. I did once, I had the chance, and I'm grateful for this, to do twins plus placenta from the twins. It was like really big, and I did like a lot of capsules. I didn't even count, but it was like one container extra than usually. Yeah, but yeah, it was interesting. So it's really depend of the size, and also depend of the process, because if I steam the placenta, this placenta shrink a bit smaller, so there is less capsules than when it's raw only from the dehydrator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like when you steam or cook meat, it's shrink, it becomes
because
smaller.
I thought in my head, like when you dehydrate fruit, let's say, like it shrinks a lot. So I thought that it will shrink as well, but the steaming will shrink even more. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And so, how many do they? How often? How many do they eat them? The capsules?
Yeah. This is also depends how they feel, but usually it's a couple of like few capsules daily, like 4, 6. It depends.
It's like a booster, yeah. Instead of
you
coffee,
take some morning, then you take some evening, 3 times in a day, or this is how often they take. This is like what they teach us in the workshop, but it's like they say like it's not it. You should to follow this like strictly, It's just how you feel about it. Maybe if you feel more tired, or sometimes maybe you can have some, I don't know, you don't feel. It never happened to me in the past that someone called me that she feels bad or something.
Okay.
But also listen to your body. Yeah. So also this is the capsules. This is not the only thing what could be made from the placenta. Also, I do, for example, a tincture. Sometimes people ask me what is tincture because they don't know.
It's like drops, right?
Yes, like drops. It's the like a thumb size of the placenta put into the 90% proof alcohol, which is there like 6 weeks should stay.
Like soaking it.
Yes. And after 6 weeks they can use it. The good thing about the tincture is that there is no expiration date. It could stay lifetime.
I just wanted to ask, what is the expiration of the capsules?
Well, the capsules, she wants the capsules in her 6 weeks. Yes.
Oh, so it's supposed to be consumed within that first 6 weeks.
Doesn't need to be, but this is the most when the body is exhausted and you need to help to prevent the postpartum depression, to increase the milk supply, to help against the postpartum bleeding. You need the booster. This is the time when you need it most. There are people who froze their placenta, keep it for later when they need, but the most beneficial is straight away after the birth. Yeah. So the tincture, you can have it for later, because the good thing is that because of it contains a lot of hormones, it can help you in the time when you are 40, 50 and your body is changing, It doesn't mean that you will keep it for 20 years somewhere, but you can until there is still the placenta. You can still see the pieces. It just doesn't disappear. It's still, you can use it, so doesn't have any expiration.
Okay. I want to also, you said on your workshop, first of all, how you found a workshop for placenta encapsulation.
There are a couple of organizations who does this, who teach the placentology, what you can do, because there is much more things, products, what you can do, a part of some lotions, and someone cook a broth
Okay.
with that, or smoothies, but I would not recommend the smoothies with raw placenta because of the back. Okay, even if she's not positive for the streptococcus, still, some people, they don't like to see the raw meat to eating, or better to little bit proceed somehow. But you can do a placenta print, which I am not doing it because for me it's too many things to do.
What is
No,
that?
but it's nice, like kind of art.
So that's an art.
Yes.
Okay.
You put like some color encost or something on the placenta, and you print it on the paper, so you have all the placenta.
So it's like imprint
with
of
the umbilical cord. It looks like a tree.
Okay.
You can color it with many colors. Some people, they like to keep something like this
But you probably
as a memory, or
But you can't do the capsules after, right? When you put an ink on it. Like
because you wash
or.
it. Yeah, no, you can, because you use the
food color.
Food color, yes, thank you. Sorry. Yes, the food color, so that you can use it. I do just I'm using the umbilical cord when it's long, I try to make like laugh with the umbilical cord, or I just create a heart and put it in the dehydrator. That they have some, something to remember people doing like footprint of the baby, or keeping the umbilical cord. So I just create in some shape like heart or laugh, or depends how big, how long is it.
How do you workshop like that? You probably don't have actual placentas there, right? Or do you?
Yeah. Well, there is usually now, because of COVID and everything, most of the things is online. But if you are present, you can be present in some courses. They have the one which I took, it was possible online or physical, where they have their laboratory, where you go and they give you actual placenta to try how to do that.
A human?
Yeah, normal. Like
I mean, like, you can try probably on some animal.
Well, this I don't know, honestly, but I was expecting like a human placenta, but I'm not sure about it. They didn't mention that. But because the workshop was from US, so I did it online, but this is same quality. I mean, okay, you don't see the physical placenta, but then I saw it when I had my first client. Yeah.
And how do you you actually take you tell doctors like, please keep it for me because otherwise they will just.
Yeah, not me, the woman.
Okay, they will give it to her.
The birthing woman informed in the hospital that she would like to take her placenta, and they say, okay, there is some rules how you should to keep it, what you can do, if there is some, if you can take it or not, if depend. But yes, she informed the medical staff that she want to take it home, and she take it.
And how they look at, because it's probably not that common, right? That people have this request.
Surprisingly, it is
Really?
Nowadays. Yes.
Okay.
And they cannot say no, because it's her placenta, basically. Well, they take it as a biological trash, how to call it. But like, if I think about it, it's yours, yes. So they cannot say no, I will not give you. Yeah, I don't know. I never faced this. Only one time when I get back to the doctors and the placentology, they are not much supporting this, because I remember one of my clients, she said she needs to ask her doctor. And I knew that this is wrong because, of course, the doctor will not say, yeah, go ahead. Wow, yeah, let's do that. I was telling her, okay, I give her the information. What is it? I give her the benefits based on anecdotal evidence. And I said, it's like that. Ask your doctor, fine, but I'm telling you that I know already what the doctor will tell you. He will tell you he doesn't or she doesn't recommend it because blah, 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 blah. But, I cannot say to anyone, decide for yourself, don't ask someone, but her choice. But of course, she came back to me that the doctor didn't suggest she doesn't want. Okay, it's your choice, your decision, what to do.
Cool.
So I think it should be like, they should do more study about it because I think it's something really beneficial and really helpful. And it's been using for thousands of years in many cultures before. And it should be more, people should be more educated, more studies, doctors should be open to it. And they should do the license here.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say?
Well, there is so many things. Depends how much time we have.
We have enough time.
Maybe for last, I would just say...
Yes, message to the end.
Yeah, message to the end. Very important message to the end. I said that earlier, that the most important is to connect to yourself, to listen what the body is telling you, because our body is talking to us. The body is saying so many things, and people just ignore it. And I don't think it's all right. And regarding the birds, it's not just regarding the birds, just to know that everything is possible. So how you set up your mind is also very important. And not just to listen to someone. You just need to know that this is like this. You just need to feel that this is like that. Because we follow so many rules just because the society is doing it and we don't even know why we are doing it. Yes, and it doesn't mean that doctor is saying something that it's true. So regarding the births, I would just say to all, it's important. It's very beneficial to have a doula. It's necessary to have all information. If doctor said I want to do induction or I want to do this, it's necessary to know why he wants to do that. You just need to get the informations and decide that you really trust it and you want to do that or not, because there is always reasons. And if the baby is not birthing yet, there is a reason for it. The babies, they know when they need to come out. Of course, if there is some medical issue, of course. So, and don't cut the umbilical cord early. This is also very important. And just follow the intuition, just really talk to your baby. And that's it, I think.
And listen to your baby.
And listen, yes, talk and listen to your baby, listen to your body. And yeah, and if you need something, call me.
Yes.
And I will help you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank you.
too.